The obstacle that cramming provides for people, the obstacle that cramming brings into the lives of people, is to cut them off the channel of creativity. Hi, my name is David King David. You're welcome to Purpose and Destiny Palace. This is a place where we celebrate the journeys in people and learn how to bring out the journeys in us through a sound purpose teaching. Today we are going to be looking at a very sensitive topic that has been a challenge that many may not have noticed, but because of the percipient nature of the leadership of Purpose and Destiny Palace, we came to understand that we're having a big issue here. I'm talking about why students should cram to pass tests and exams. It is a very big problem, and if we don't do anything about it, we are still going to keep recycling the people without creative ideas, because the obstacle that cramming provides for people, the obstacle that cramming brings into the lives of people, is to cut them off the channel of creativity. If you are a student, whether in the secondary school or the university or the polytechnic, whether you are a lecturer or a teacher, you're going to always come across with the issue of questions and answers. Now, for a lecturer or a teacher, I don't know if it has ever happened to you where you finish teaching and you ask the student, is there any question? And not a student raised up his hand to ask a question. Do you want to know the reason why? There are several indices to this. Number one is that the students could be tired. Number two is that some of them won't want to be noticed in class. Number three is that some might not even follow up in the course of the teaching. And number four, which is where I'm hammering on, which is where I'm focusing on, is that many of the students don't understand what you've just taught. Because if you truly understand a subject matter, it naturally opens files in you that will prompt questions. Now, if a student is in a class and is not asking questions, it means this file's inquisition is not opened. And if it is not opened, it's because he didn't have access to understanding of that subject. So it becomes a problem for us where you see students still passing the exams that they didn't understand in class. I know I have a lot of witness in the academia where students pass exams that they never understood in class. The only way they could do this is to cram the work and pass the test and the exams. We have good grades, but to bring these subjects into existential reality is never in view. Let me paint a picture for you. When we cram, it's like putting fuel in a container under the sun. With time, the content of that fuel will evaporate. That is the same way cramming is. When you cram, with time, you lose the memory of the knowledge. This is one of the reasons, after the first term, as in the secondary schools, or after the first semester, as in the university or higher institution of learning, you discover that what they learned in the previous semester, they can't remember them in the second semester. The question is, how do we bring out the genius in us when we walk in this part of life? Therefore, it is very important to know the solution to this problem. Before I give you the nugget of the solution to these problems, let's look at the consequences of cramming. What negative effect does it have within the individual? One of these things makes one uncreative. People cram in schools because they are ignorant of the fact that they are born with some specific academic subject gifts. It's because they develop themselves in areas that they are not gifted, especially in the academic subject gifts. Number three, they train themselves in life through cramming. It blocks the access to inspiration, which is the springboard for creativity and innovation. Opens the door of a gradual loss of your academic knowledge stored in your memory. Let's look at two important aspects on how we can profile a solution to this problem. Number one, is to take particular note and also to develop yourself in your magnetic field of understanding. Why? Because it is the life of the creative nature in you. Number 2 is to study in line with your academic subject gifts, for this will bring the genius in you naturally. To this end, I'd like you to know that God created you with a definite purpose in mind. And as a student, whether in the secondary school, whether in the College of Education, Polytechnic, University, you have a gift that is deposited in you. And if you could locate that and run your career, run your field of discipline with that, you emerge a genius naturally. Thank you for joining us in this episode. You can follow us at Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. God bless you.